I believe that means that we are live right now. Hey, everybody. Hi out there, Internet.
Hello.
Hey, oh my gosh. This is a live show and we're live with it. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing well. Hey,
Hi,
hey,
Mandy.
hey. Hey, Mandy, Nicole in chat. Hey, everybody in chat. Hey, everybody out there. That's how we're going. Hey, Maury. Slap's got his crew in here right now, and we're about to introduce our special guest here, the wonderful and benevolent and honorific Slap here. My name, in just a moment, my name is Lucas Schuneman. I'm your host today for Character Creation, episode 6. I cannot believe we've done 5 of these already. We're in our 6th one. Time flies, especially during the pandemic. But my name is Lucas Schuneman. I'm a voice actor and character actor and audiobook narrator and guy who says funny things into a microphone, and they pay me sometimes. And I am going to be your host here for this fun run here on Gilding Light of character creation, where we just randomly roll up dice and we show you that it's not about min-maxing and power gaming and optimization. It's all about wonderful injection of characters into stories and backstories and writing and improv, and that's the kind of fun that we like to do here. I don't do it alone. I do it with a special guest, and I've got my main man Slap with me today. Slap, tell them about yourself, please.
Hello, my name is Slap. I am a friendly face you'll find all over the internet, but for the most part, I live here on Twitch. I am what I like to consider the friendly neighborhood, comfy, caffeinated casual. I play a little bit of everything whenever it's available. If it interests me, I'm probably playing it, but I spend a lot of time building my community. And he said otterific. I can't top that because otters are, clearly the superior animal. But I'm here to learn and play because my D&D experience is it's pretty minimal.
All right. Actually, I got to do this here. We gotta type in some. We gotta figure out how they can learn a little bit more about you. And I realized I did not actually create a It's this other thing here. Slap can be found. We're gonna do this live because that's how we do things. Because I'm a professional.
Same.
Heavy air quotes. Can be found.
What is existence without a couple of hiccups? You need to do it live. That's how you do it.
We're doing it live. Okay, there we go. Oh, man. You can find more about Slap and what's going on with him and all of his social media links by typing in !guest into chat, and you'll be able to get over there, twitch.tv/slap and twitter.com/IM_slap. And you can find out more about me at !Lucas and see what I'm up to. And sometimes I'm twitching, and sometimes I'm twittering, and sometimes I'm doing other things about D&D with other people that are really, really fun like that. And sometimes I am going to hype up what's going on right now on Gilding Light, because Gilding Light's been very, very good to all of us, allowing us to have a platform like this and to be able to share stories and again, just, colorful ways of being able to, talk about fun experiences with tabletop RPGs and just the community itself. It's really, really wonderful. A little bit of housekeeping before we get started today. First of all, after the show today, an hour after we close at 1 p.m. Pacific, there is going to be episode 4 of A Song in the Heart as we are on the road to the Battle of the Bards. Right here on twitch.tv/gildinglight. DM Jonathan Cerna is taking a group of bards all the way through the Oleum College. I've heard they've picked up a couple of squirrel familiars, if that is intriguing to some of you squirrel lovers out there. And that's going to be happening at 1 p.m. Pacific today here at twitch.tv/gildinglight. Also, don't forget to head to twitch.tv/gildinglight Saturday, tomorrow, 1 p.m. Pacific, same time, for a new episode of Poison Tulips. They're going to be having a new episode of that. It's been having a few episodes already, and it is getting hot. Hot. Sirens.
Really cool.
Battle of the Bards has, which is the Kickstarter that you can find out from the Bard book, that is live on Kickstarter right now with !Bards in chat, has just unlocked its latest stretch goal, $205,000 raised on Kickstarter. Their original goal was $20,000. They're crushing this thing. They still got, I think, about 8 days left, 7 or 8 days left, I think. But you got to help them smash their next one. What they just unlocked, the Critical Bard is going to be DMing. Actually, not DMing. I think there's an NPC basically that has been unlocked for the Critical Bard. Very, very popular online community member for the D&D community. But help them smash their next one. They're going to get an NPC, a location, and an item written by Amy Vorpal, aka Vorpal Sword. Pledge to the Kickstarter today! !Bards in chat. Get it done. You can also back. It is crazy, man. You can also back Sirens Battle of the Bards on a digital level and get the campaign and setting for your favorite virtual tabletops, including Roll20, Fantasy Grounds, Shard, and the Foundry VTT. You can get more information again at thebardbook.com as I'm dropping my earbuds. And finally, the last bit of housekeeping that we're going to have for today is this is the final week that we are going to be running in partnership with Kraken Dice. We're going to be doing another wonderful Kraken Dice giveaway. And you can enter the giveaway if you are watching right now in chat live on Twitch by entering hashtag Kraken. Kraken. Hashtag Kraken. Go ahead, drop that into chat. At the top of the hour, we're going to be giving away a full set of 14 dice. Oh, yes.
What?
I said 14. Look at those beauties right there.
Oh, that's the chonky boy. I like that.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, we got an oversized one here. We've got 2 normal sized D20s. We also have, and I'm not kidding you, a mini D20. A little one. It's so little.
I like that.
4d6s plus your normal runs of d4s, d12s, d10s, percentiles. They also have a d2, which is basically just a coin, and it's just a little coin. It's a d2. I've got a really cool set. This is a really cool set that I've shown off before on the show. It's really, really neat. I asked the people over at Kraken Dice which one this was, and they said it was unreleased. I was like, wait, what? I got what? And look at this. There are gears inside of this. There are gears in the resin. Look at that.
This
is like a clockwork.
Okay, yeah, that's really cool.
Actual gears. My webcam doesn't do it justice, but every single one of these things has some gears inside of this one. There's lots of stuff. They have plenty of things.
I'm a big steampunk fan.
It is a very steampunk. Yeah, it's very steampunky.
All
these things need is
a dice. I'm in.
All these things need is a set of goggles, man. I'm telling you, it's just they're hot. Anyway, you can get yourself a free set of Kraken Dice. They have plenty of stuff over there. Kraken Dice have been very cool to let us have this giveaway. And again, hashtag Kraken, hashtag Kraken. Pop it in chat once. You're in the drawing. We'll draw it at the top of the hour, and we will get a set of Kraken Dice out to one lucky viewer. Housekeeping done. Oh my gosh. Slap, you ready to make a character?
Now we breathe, yes.
Oh, our marbles D1s.
Yes.
D infinity. Yes, absolutely. That's very much so. By the way, if you have any questions about what we're doing here in chat, if you have any questions about your own campaign, anything that you want to kind of explore, anything that you feel is a question that you have, please throw it in chat. I love talking about D&D. I love talking about the creation of characters and how better to inject a lot of these things. There's a lot of improv and role-playing and exercises and writing and not so much voiceover itself here. Voices are kind of the last thing that people try to put into this whole thing. I've had people kind of go like, oh, I have a new voice for a character that I want to do in my D&D game. And I go, well, who are they? Well, no, I have a voice, though. I'm like, how do you have a voice and you don't know who they are? What? What? How's that work? As a voice actor, my alarms go off when that happens. But regardless, if you have any questions, please drop them in chat. I love talking about this kind of stuff, and I'm always up for hearing your thoughts and your ideas. Okay,
He's a good guy to talk to, Chad.
Aw.
He really is.
He's only saying
He'll give you the info, I promise.
He's only saying that because I gave him all of the voice actor secrets and all at once, and he took notes, so that was interesting. Okay,
I actually took notes.
I saw his notes later, and he was like, "Oh my God, you weren't actually lying." Okay, so I want you to get your dice ready to go, Mr. Slap, and we are about to do this one. Tuatark, I suck at voices. I use a voice changer program. I mean, we all don't like the way that we sound. That's just a normal thing because we hear ourselves all the time, and so we feel that our own voice is boring or generic, or there's something about it that we don't like because we have to hear it all the time. But that's why we don't like listening to ourselves on like a voice recording or like a the answering machine or something like that, or on our voicemail on our phones or something like that. But I guarantee you,
I used to be so skeeved out by my voicemail.
Yeah, you're like, that's me? Oh my God, that doesn't sound like me. And everybody else around you, that's exactly what you sound like. That's exactly you. Because everybody else's perspective of you is not based off of your own throat vibrating and then thrown off your own eardrums. They hear all the same thing. So you learn how you sound from listening to yourself, and then that's how you you don't have to like the way you sound. You don't have to love the way you sound, but you have to appreciate that it's your natural sound. Once you appreciate your natural sound, that's how you can start creating a lot of wonderful characters that you have. It's always a really good thing. Terrible at changing my own voice consistently. I use a headset with side tune, so I always hear myself. So, I mean, yeah, but you don't have to create crazy voices to have new characters. Some of the best characters I know out there are people that have are very well written, but they're not doing a voice. They're just being themselves. That's a wonderful thing there. Good stuff there. All right, so let's drop some stuff in here. I want you to tell me, Slap, would you like to roll up a race, a class, or a background first? Which one are we going to do first?
Okay, let's do
a race, a class, or a background?
The setting. Let's do the background.
All right, background it is. Now, Slap, before we got started, I asked you if you wanted to roll something new for the show or if you wanted to have the possibility of running into a duplicate. So you said, let's do something new for the show. As that goes, I want you to roll this. 2 D6s, not at the same time. I want you to roll them separately and call them out as you do so. Okay? First D6.
All right. 1.
1 it is. Roll your second one.
5.
Oh, Slap. You are a charlatan.
Yes, sir.
You
Am I?
are a charlatan. Oh,
okay. What are the deets?
One of my favorites. We'll get into that. We'll get into that here in a second. Let's open up that class. Right. Let's open that background up and tell people who you are. You are a charlatan. Woo! There it is. Okay. Love it already. Charlatan's so much fun. Charlatan can be so great. Oh my gosh. I can't tell you how much it is. Race or class? What's coming up next?
Let's do race.
You got it. Now, 6 of these races have been taken over the last 5 episodes of character creation. So here's what I want you to do.
Okay.
I want you to pick any dice that you want and call out the dice that you're going to do.
Okay. I'm just. I don't know. I've been looking at my D20 for a while. So
D20. All right. D20. Roll that D20 and call it out. We're rolling low or high on the D20, basically.
1.
That's a low. Okay, so it's a low roll at this point. Now I want you to roll a D10, and if it is a 0, a 10 on the die, I want you to re-roll it because you're trying to get 1 through 9.
Okay. 2.
You are a Dragonborn. Oh, baby, let's go. Oh. Oh. Oh, man. By the way, remember to enter hashtag Kraken into chat for the chance to win some Kraken dice. All right. We are putting up... Oh, Charlatan Dragonborn. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, baby. This is good stuff. All right. So, fun fact, because you are a Dragonborn, we're going to figure out exactly what your draconic heritage would be. Now, there are two different kinds of Dragonborns, because I know you're new to D&D, so let me explain this. There are two kinds of main types of dragons in the world, and therefore two types of draconic heritage that you can have. There is the chromatic, and there is the metallic. Of the chromatic and the metallic, then there's 5 offshoots. They're basically different colors of dragons. So for the metallic, you've got things like gold, silver, brass, copper, bronze.
Sense.
For chromatic, you've got red, black, white, blue, green. You've got the color spectrum. Metallics are generally good dragons. Chromatics are generally bad dragons, but that doesn't say that you are. It just says where your heritage comes from. So we're gonna roll a D10. We're gonna go alphabetically on this. So roll me a D10, and let's figure out what draconic color you have. Here we go.
3.
That is green. Because I organized them 5 chromatic and then 5 metallic, and then in order of alphabetically. So green, which means you have green scales, so you are a green scaled dragonborn.
Green dragonborn.
Green dragonborn.
Charlatan.
It is. Green dragonborn charlatan. And the interesting thing is every shade of your draconic heritage relates back to an element.
Okay.
So with green, you have a connection to poison. Poison dragon. So poison dragon, a little bit of charlatan. I like it.
These false claims are venomous, I promise.
Inject some venom into all that. Beautiful. All right. Time for the final thing. We going for your class. At this one, it's very simple. There are 8 left on the board. I need you to roll a D8. Roll a D8.
And we got an 8.
You, sir, are a wizard.
Okay.
Magic user. I'm walking you through the very beginning of a magic user. This is going to be beautiful. Oh, baby. Oh. Smart boy.
The beauty of not being able to see what you're doing. So, like...
Everybody else can see it. Everybody else can see it.
It's very, I have the chat popped out, but it's a very pure chance.
It is. Okay, let's pop in again, actually. Let's get you something else here. Now, normally, because you're a level 1 character, you don't get to choose what kind of wizard you're going to be until level 2, but let's actually do that right now. Let's just figure that out just for the funsies of it.
So what kind of wizard?
Right, because there are different schools of magic. There are different schools of magic that you can have. Now, there are 13 different schools of magic within all of the D&D that's out there right now. Now, to roll a D13 is a prime number. You can't do that very well. But the best way I've been able to do this is I combined 2 of them together, which is basically time magic and gravity magic. I kind of put them together in the same stratum. To make 12 schools of magic, and I want you to roll a D12, a 12-sided dice, and we're going to figure out where your expertise lies as a wizard.
Okay. And thrown 2.
Oh, this is interesting. Now, this is something that you couldn't have gotten in earlier forms, but because of a new book that they got released, you are what they call a blade singer. A blade singing wizard. Which means usually that... Here's what that means. That was usually an exclusive race or exclusive part of being a wizard for elves. Only elves could be blade singers.
Okay.
So basically, it's literally just almost there's like you're very much incorporated into almost this kind of dance with a sword that you have there. If I read the actual thing here for you. Blade singers are usually elves, but you can be trained by elves. This is one of the things that they made for a new thing here. Tyson in chat going, look at my sword. My sword is amazing. Yeah, that's all that basically that stuff. Bladesingers are wizards who bravely defend their people and lands. They are wizards who master a school of sword fighting grounded in a tradition of arcane magic. In combat, a Bladesinger uses a series of intricate, elegant maneuvers that fend off harm and allow the Bladesinger to channel magic into devastating attacks and a cunning defense. Now, none of this stuff is going to kick in for you until later, so we're not going to worry about most of it. All right? But to know that you're going to go for Bladesinger is a fun thing. Maybe that'll be a thing that you actually figure out later.
It just right off the bat, the character feels like a cry wolf type character from what it sounds like, right?
Yeah.
And like they're never trusted for their talents because they never actually show their talents.
Yeah. Like, and again, just because your background is a charlatan doesn't mean you're currently a charlatan. It just means that you were at some point. Maybe you're retired. Maybe that was your time in your youth, and now you're older and wiser, and you know what? That ain't the life for me anymore. There's a lot of ways that you can play it. If you rolled up a criminal, or if you rolled up, we did this last week with my friends Trixie Wizard, where they rolled up, one of them rolled up a smuggler. One of them was a smuggler, and the idea was that that doesn't mean that you have to be a smuggler. They were like over 100 years old, so it was like, they don't have to be a smuggler anymore. Let's actually do this here. I want you to do this. First of all, I want you to roll me a d6.
Okay.
We're going to determine your gender right now. 1 and 2 is male. 3 and 4 is female.
Okay.
5 and 6 non-binary.
I am a female.
You are a female. You are a female. All right. So let's do this now. Let's get you your name. I want you to roll me.
My name.
Now I've got a book for this. Don't worry. See,
okay.
I'm here to help. I want you to roll me a D100. You did this before. By the way, chat, I showed him how to roll a D100 off stream beforehand, and he rolled, hey, I rolled a 00 and then another 0. What does that mean? You rolled a 100. Oh my gosh. So he had a 1% chance, and he did it off stream. He did it.
That is my luck. All right, so
Maury, D100 looks like basically 2 sets of 10-sided dice. One handles the tens, the other handles the units.
There you go.
That's what they look like. Go ahead and roll it.
Okay, 4 and 60.
So it's a 64.
There you
go.
go.
64. 60 and then the 4. So your given name. Oh, Nala. Nala.
I'm adorable.
Aw, you're adorable. Oh, we got more. We got more coming up because now we got to get your clan name. And clan names for Dragonborns are crazy. I'm assuming a lot of X's and Z's. So
let's go.
I need another D100. I need another D100 if you would please.
81.
All right.
Here we go.
Wow. All right. I want everybody in chat to handle this one because I'm going to have to... yeah. This is a thing. Tiamanthilish. Tiamanthilish. Which is almost like Tiamat, which is almost like crazy. But you are chromatic, so maybe it comes from that.
Yeah, you did say they were like
Tiamanthilish. And then your first name, 4 letters.
Nala.
Nala. Nia Tiamanthilish. Nala Tiamanthilish. Ha. But there you go.
I like to go by Nala T.
Nala T.
Nala T.
Or Novelty.
Or Novelty.
Hey.
That's a name. That is a name.
That's a novelty. Novelty. Actually, it's Nala T. That's sort of thing. I love it. Okay. All right. So let's start working your stuff in here. Now, here's where we're going to basically start building your character as it is. Now, we're going to actually run through all your ability scores here in a second. And that's what a lot of people are like really aiming to do for. But that's not about what your character is. Your character is an amalgam of everything of where they come from. You have green scales. You're a Dragonborn. You have a certain height, weight, age, eye color. you have a background, you have you have experiences, you have spells, you have all these different things that you can do as a wizard. So all these things are gonna come into it. So let's do this here first. Let's get your background into this. Your charlatan background means that you're going to take a few bumps to your proficiencies right away. Now, part of the thing that we're going to do here, there are 18 different skills in the game.
Okay.
Whenever you have to make a check of any kind to do anything in the game, usually outside of combat, usually requires a skill check of some kind. To lift something, move something, might take an athletics check. To try to get a good deal at a shop might be a persuasion check. To see if someone's lying might be an insight check. To make sure that there's nobody around who's trying to bum rush you, that might be a perception check. There's a lot of different things out there. Now, backgrounds are usually going to give you one or two different skills as a guarantee because of who you are. Now, as a charlatan, you're going to get a proficiency in deception and in sleight of hand, and being able to kind of maybe steal something or lift something, or kind of like maybe try to cast a spell without anybody seeing that you're waving your fingers in a magic-y way. That would be it. Yeah. So you're going to get those two proficiencies right away. We're also going to give you a couple because you are a wizard. Now, a wizard's going to be able to choose 2 out of 6 available to them. I need you to roll 2d6s and re-roll until they are separate.
2 and 4?
2 and 4, which means you're also going to have proficiency in history and investigation. So we're going to give you that. So you're knowledgeable, and history and investigation are both intelligence-based checks. Wizards are very intelligent characters. They use their intellect to cast spells. So there's going to be that.
Interesting.
Yes, it is. Interesting indeed. We're going to give you... All right. Let's do this. We're going to give you your first things as a wizard. So you're going to have arcane recovery. You're going to have, let's see here. Yeah, let's zoom that out so people can see it a little bit better. You can't see that very well. See if I can move that around. OBS on the fly. All right. Arcane recovery, which means you're going to be after a short rest, you can recover lost spell slots, which is pretty cool. You're also going to get 3 cantrips and 6 first level spells as you are a first level wizard. We're gonna roll on that. You're not gonna have to choose. Okay. Don't worry. Right. We're gonna make that happen for you. We're also going to give you...
think about this?
Nope. I've already made the decisions for you, so that way the dice make their decisions for you.
Perfect.
All right, so you're going to get also some proficiencies in using certain kinds of weapons. What kinds of weapons are those? Well, they are daggers, darts that you can throw. You can also get a sling that'll throw a rock in a sling. Quarterstaffs, very much like a Gandalf kind of quarterstaff kind of a thing. And also light crossbows, 2-handed light crossbows for shooting from a distance kind of a thing. You're going to get intelligence and wisdom proficiency in saving throws to resist mental effects on any of that stuff. And we're going to make your spell book too. A spell book for a wizard is how they cast. They cast out of an actual book of magic. That's how they cast. And that's how they really kind of, well, not so much how they cast, but how they, where they keep their spells. If anything
like a
happens,
grimoire.
Exactly. If anything happens to that spell book, you done. You done with all your spells. You got to start over from scratch. But now, not a lot of DMs out there are going to destroy your spell book. So normally that's a very rare thing, but that's how that thing was. Gotcha. So I have a whole list of here. Wizards have probably access to the largest spell repository in the entire game. So you're going to have a lot of choices to make, but thankfully you don't have to make any of them. We're going to actually figure out how this goes. So before we do that, though, let's choose your starting equipment as a wizard. We're going to choose between a quarterstaff and a dagger. Pick any dice you want. Roll low or high. Low is a quarterstaff. High is a dagger.
Okay. High.
Okay, so you get a dagger. Let's choose to see if you have a component pouch where you pick ingredients out of it and rub them together to make spells, or if you have an arcane focus, like a crystal, or a wand, or a ring, or a pendant. Roll low or high. Low is the component pouch. High is the arcane focus.
Oh, high.
High again, so you got an arcane focus. Roll me a d4 if you would, please. We're going to figure out exactly what kind of focus you have.
Wait.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What do I do with this?
I'm sorry. Sorry. Roll a d6. I'm sorry. There are 5 choices here. If it's a 6, re-roll it.
Gotcha. It's a 1.
So you have a crystal. Ooh, very nice.
Oh, I'm a dragon, so I like shinies.
Shinies, yeah. Got to get your horde. All right, let's give you now you're going to get a pack. Now, there are a lot of packs in the game. Dungeoneers packs, burglars packs, priests packs, performers packs. You have 2 choices. You're either going to get a scholars pack, because you're a scholar, or an explorer's pack. It's just being able to explore, backpacking through the mountains kind of a thing. So, if you would please, low or high. Low is scholars pack, high is explorer's pack.
Low.
Low it is for a scholars pack. I'll tell you what's in there in a second. And obviously, then you have your spell book. Now, your spell book can be a traditional grimoire. It could obviously be that. It could just be a loose collection of notes you just kind of haphazardly kind of keep together.
Like a little journal type of thing.
You could literally have you could have a trapper keeper full of all your different kinds of things. You could have everything in a neat little maybe if you were like a certain one and it was like very high technology, you would have everything on like a heads-up display kind of a thing, and that's where your spell book is. That's high tech. Yeah, it's high tech. That's also now that's usually not so low-level fantasy magic, but high-level kind of stuff. There's all sorts of things like that. It's very creative in the way that you want to have your spell book. We're going to worry about that one later, and we actually make all that. Let's go back to your background and get also, since we're talking about equipment, let's take your background equipment. Now, your background equipment as a charlatan. You won't really have to make a choice on any of these things. You're pretty much just going to have your things as they come along. So, what do you get? You get a set of fine clothes. You get a disguise kit, because you are a charlatan.
Gotta make that money.
That's right.
And that fame.
1, 2, 3, 4. Roll me a D4, the pyramid-sided one. Roll me a D4 and tell me what the D4 says on top.
Wait, the pyramid-sided one? This little guy right here?
Yeah, the one that looks like a pyramid, like in Giza.
Wait, it looks like a little caltrop.
Yeah, it looks like a caltrop, exactly.
And what number am I giving you? 3? 3.
The one that's it should be on either the top of it or it's on the flat bottom middle side of it, but it all depends on the way that's built. Usually they're on the top corner of it, so it's a 3. Okay. Oh, so we're going to get you basically you have a con you have like a specific kind of scheme that you do as a charlatan.
Okay.
And now you just rolled for the tools of the con of your choice. And what you rolled was a deck of marked cards. So you have a deck of marked cards for yourself. That's beautiful, man. So you're David Blaining it up, man. Totally marked cards.
That's awesome.
And
that's actually really cool.
It is. Yeah. And you're also going to get a belt pouch. And the belt pouch is going to have 15 gold pieces in it. So pretty good starting in money for a first level character. We're also going to give you some tool proficiencies as a charlatan. You are proficient, just like you were in deception and history and investigation, like we were saying before. You are proficient in a disguise kit. Want to disguise yourself, disguise others. You're also proficient in a forgery kit. You can forge things, which is pretty cool.
So if I need a letter to get somewhere, I know what I'm doing.
Yes. You also have, and this is just a feature, you have every background has one big feature. You have a false identity. You've literally created a second identity that includes documents, established acquaintances, and disguises that allow you to assume that persona. And additionally, you can forge documents, including official papers and personal letters, as long as you have seen an example of the kind of document or the handwriting that you are trying to copy. So
That is a next level forgery.
Isn't that
right
awesome?
there.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's why I like
that is
when I saw
insane.
Charlatan, I was like, "Oh baby, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be great." Something like that. So that's gonna be a lot of fun for you.
I'm just like thinking about the applications of something like that.
There's so many different things. One time, my crew that I ran with, we basically oceaned 11 an auction house where we were trying to grab this very special spear that we needed to go on a journey and see what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
And our rogue in the crew forged papers to and then swapped them to basically say that we won the auction instead of they that won the auction, and then we didn't even have to pay for anything. We just oceaned 11'd it. It was really cool. So that literally the auction house just delivered it to our place. We're like, thank you. Wow. Like, all because we did some forgery. It was really fun. It was really critical. It was fun.
Lucrative. I respect it.
It was like we were just like, oh my gosh, that was so like we were like really thinking hard about all this. Oh my gosh, it's so great. Fun stuff. Okay, let's do some. Okay, we're gonna go to spells here in a second. We will, and we're also gonna do your stat rolls. We're gonna need to do that, but let's do Dragonborn stuff here. Figure out what kind of Dragonborn you are, and we're gonna go from there. Okay, I need you to roll me 2d8s. 2d8s, add them up, tell me the total.
Alrighty. 18.
Damn. Wait, 2d8s? And they were 18?
Nope. My bad. Wrong dice.
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
So
I was having
I rolled the 8 and a 12. So
oh, okay. All right. You can roll the 8 twice and just add it up. That's cool. I was like, 8.
Yeah, let me roll the 8.
What?
Okay. That sounds better. It is a 12.
That's a 12. Okay, much better. Let's see here. Damn. You are 6'6".
I am so tall. I am beautiful.
Oh. They call her Hightower. Oh.
Nala don't play no games. Right?
Nala don't play no games.
I am 6'6".
6'6". And your false identity is a dwarf, which is the crazy thing. And they believe.
Wow.
No kidding. All right. So now I want you to roll 2d6s. Add them up.
2d6s.
2d6s. Add them up. We're gonna figure out how much you weigh.
23. 5.
No,
it's a 5.
2d6.
It's 2 and 3. They just rolled next to each other.
It's like 2. I heard 23. I'm like, now
yeah,
hold on a second.
I rolled another 100.
Okay. Oh man.
All right, so 5, right?
5.
You said 2. Add them together.
I did, yes.
Right.
Which would mean, slender. I mean, for 6'6", you're 215 pounds. So that's pretty darn slender. That's pretty good.
6'6", 215.
Slender.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. How about this? Roll me a D12. No, sorry. We can do this easy. D6. Single D6.
6.
Damn. Okay. And now roll me a D10.
Where are you? Here you are. 1.
1. You are elderly. You are elderly.
Makes sense. I am a Charlotte.
You are 79 years old.
We don't look it though.
Nope. You live Dragonborns, they say, live to about 80. But you're on the cusp. You're just an older one. So there it is. So again, there's no reason that you have to still be a charlatan, but you've seen some stuff. Going out there as like you're the grandma. You're the grandma of the crowd, man. That's how it goes.
Amazing. I'm a 6'6", 215 pounds, 79-year-old green dragonborn grandma.
I think everybody's falling in love with Nala right now. I think it's
I'm cool.
pretty clear. What color are your eyes?
Mine are brown.
All right. Are Nala's brown? Is that what you're telling me?
I don't know, dude. I want her eyes to be yellow.
You got it.
Matches with the green.
I love that you just told me what your eye color was, and I'm like, dude.
I was like, you said,
no.
what's your eye color? I was like, okay, I'm cool, brown.
That's okay. We're doing it. It's fine.
We'll
it's
make
great.
her my favorite color. Yellow.
Yellow. Apologize on chat. I don't know why I'm not getting the PDF here to rock the way that I need it to, but we're going to, let's see if we can do some stuff on the fly here.
Busking on the streets. She's strong, okay?
Yeah, she is.
You wouldn't know it, but she
wouldn't
is.
know it by looking at her. Yeah, she's seen some stuff. She's been out there. It doesn't work the way that I need it to.
1 year left. Let's make it count.
Lordy.
Say her journey's to find the pillars of eternity, just to live.
I mean,
forever.
you get to an older age though, and you're like, you know what? I got a bucket list. Let's do this.
This is
a bucket list adventure. Absolutely. I spent my life hoodwinking and conning people, but you know what? I'm not going to go out like that. No. I got a bucket list, and let's get out there and let's go on an adventure, and let's help some young scraplings be the guide, be the mama dragon to everybody that's on this team, and let's make some good memories. Let's make some wonderful memories. I love that idea. That's notable. It's heartwarming, and what a great redemption story. I love that idea about this. Let's do this. Let's make some magic happen. In specifically, let's make some wizard magic happen. Here we go.
Like it. Let's go.
So let's do this. For a wizard, you have access to, and I'm not kidding you, 30 different cantrips, being that you can cast them at any time. This is the cheapest magic that's out there. And you're going to choose 3 of them by random choice. Here we go. I need you to roll me a D6 and a D10 together.
Okay. 6 and a 10.
And call each one out together there. You're not adding them up. You're not adding them up. You're just calling them out individually.
Okay, on a D6, we roll the 3, and on a D10, we roll the 4.
You have the light cantrip. Basically, you can cast light and get a nice little torchlight kind of thing going on there.
Okay.
And you can also put it on like a stone and give the stone to somebody else, and then they have light. And it lasts for an hour. So a nice little simple, very simple cantrip. Light.
Nice.
Let's do it again. D6, D10.
All right, we got a 3 on the 6 and an 8 on the 10.
Ooh, you have a wonderful cantrip called Message. Message is very simple. Anybody that's within 120 feet of you, which is pretty darn far, and not even in a straight line. Not even in a straight line. They could be around the corner, behind the door, whatever it is. Basically, what you do is you take a little piece of copper wire out and you go, Echo Bravo Charlie. Echo Bravo Charlie, can you hear me? And you send 25 words telepathically to that person. 25 words or less, and then they get to respond to you telepathically 25 words or less. And you could do that anytime you want.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So this is inaudible. Other people don't
hear
this.
Nope. It's all walkie-talkie telepathic, and you can do it to friends or foes. But as soon as you do it, they know exactly who you are. You can't like do a special voice and go like, could you come to my room, please? That would be
fun. So your true voice plays. Okay.
They know who you are up here, though. It's like,
I guess the main question would be, can I deceive people in their mind?
Oh, yeah. You can lie to them. That would roll a deception check with your message. Yes. You're just proficient in deception. Let's do it. One more time, if you would, please. Okay. D6,
D10. 2 on the 6, 3 on the 10.
Ooh, this is fun for you because you are a blade singer, or you will be when you hit level 2. You get a thing called Booming Blade. Booming Blade is really fun. You take a sword or a weapon of any kind, basically, and as part of the spell, you basically shunt it, and it has this, and there's just this haze around the weapon then. So basically you cast it as you're basically swiping at somebody. So what you do is you swipe at somebody, and then when you hit them, it hits them with damage, and then that same kind of little haze goes all around them. And so what happens is, if they move at all before the end of your next turn, this big happens around them, and they take a D8 of thunder damage for daring to move. You basically go move. No, make a move. I want you to.
This
I want
is
you to
crowd
move.
control at its best.
This is crowd control at its best. There's your 1 damage cantrip that you get started with, so that's not too bad.
Okay.
Nice. Good stuff. Now, every wizard is going to start off with six spells in their spell book, all first level spells. Now, we're going to give you those spells right now. There are 40 to choose from.
Oh, boy.
So, now I want you to roll that same D10 that you've been rolling so far, but swap the D6 out for a D4. The D4 will call us our 10s unit. Our 10 will call us our 1s unit. And so it's a D4 and a D10. Again, call them out like you've been calling them out for the cantrips, and we're going to fill up your chart. I won't go through and explain absolutely every single thing here, but let's just fill it up really quickly for the sake of simplicity. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's do it.
All right. So first one is 33.
No. I need okay. So so a 3 on the D4 and a 3 on the thing.
10. Yes.
On the 10. So 3 and 3 is illusory script. Nice stuff. Nice.
Okay.
Illusion spell.
2 and 7.
Find familiar. Great spell for a wizard. You can get yourself a little buddy. You have a little bit buddy you can make now. Nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and do it again.
3 and 8.
3 and 8. Oh, the best damn spell for a wizard. Little thing called Magic Missile. Oh, baby.
Missile.
Any D&D player knows Magic Missile. Oh, baby. Go and do me again.
3 and 4. Well, a lot of 3s.
Reroll that.
Okay.
Reroll
that. 1 and 3.
Burning hands. Basically, you put your hands together and a cone of fire comes out.
Can I infuse that into my blades? Woo.
You might be able to. Maybe we'll see.
Cool.
We'll see.
All right.
2 more. We're doing all right.
2 more. 2 and 6.
Feather fall, which is a good thing. Basically, you're about to fall, and you throw out a feather, and everybody starts floating to the ground instead of falling.
Hi, I'm old. That's great.
Yeah. We need to jump off this cliff. I got you guys. Woo!
And one more time.
One more time. Last one.
1 and 7.
Chromatic orb. Oh, baby. You are a chromatic dragon. You are a chromatic dragonborn. So now you got
this kind of works.
Chromatic orb. So basically, you hold up a diamond, and you basically kind of go, I want to fuck up. And then you basically shoot them. You choose you choose an element basically out of it, and it just goes, pew! And if it hits them, you roll some pretty big damage on that.
Nice.
So there you go. Those are your first level spells. Illusory script, basically, as I've been told in the past, it's Doctor Who psychic paper, if you know your Doctor Who. Let's see here. Find familiar, you literally take an hour and you basically clap your hands together and you have a friend, a dog, a cat, an otter, maybe. I'm just saying.
It's adorable. I'm with it.
And they are your familiar. I'm sure you've heard of familiars in fantasy before, basically. So
I've heard of familiars. I have no idea what they do, but
basically, they are your personal assistant, and you can use your magic to see through their eyes, and you can send them off to do jobs and stuff like that. They can basically run around and help people. So help your fellows on the field, but they have hit points, and if they get zapped away, they fade away until you recast the spell, and then you got to come back to it again. But you can summon them in a form like a bird form, and now they can fly around, and you can see through a bird's eye view. You can there's all sorts. They can run up and touch people. They can run up and touch a creature, and then you can cast a spell through them that's a touch spell. So there's all sorts of fun
burning hands on my otter.
Otter with burning hands. I'm saying it can happen.
That's big.
It's
Now,
fun.
I'm starting to think now. So,
I know,
like,
right?
if I used message through my familiar, would that work?
No, it'd have to be a touch spell. Message
Ah,
is a ranged spell anyway, so there'd be like
gotcha.
that. There are limits on this kind of stuff, but we might be able to have some fun with this. But the otter can't talk, so it's not like the
That's
thing
true.
would be doing that there. But for those of you who are unaware, Slap is a very big fan of otters, so
Yes.
there's a big that one.
Community
Yes, yeah.
got me this for the birthday.
Oh, look at that. Your butt is out of this world. Oh, that's too funny. By the way, remember to enter hashtag Kraken into chat for the chance to win some Kraken dice. We're going to be doing it in 10 minutes. 10 minutes, everybody. If you're not in the drawing and you're not here, we're going to keep drawing until we get some Kraken dice. Get in there. Get in there. We're going to be doing it.
An otter with burning. That's just really funny to me.
It is. It's beautiful.
It's hilarious.
It's beautiful. All right. Wow. We got a lot of people in the chat. All right. Now we're going to roll some stats. Here. So now, this is what I was telling you before. 4d6. Drop
Okay,
the low.
4d6.
4d6. Drop the lowest individual dice, even if it ties with another dice. Add up the remaining, and that's what we're going to have. And if it's lower than a 7, if the total is lower than a 7 because you rolled real low, we'll re-roll it. Here we go.
You wouldn't believe me.
No, I will.
Okay.
Did you get an 18?
No, it's 15 though.
Oh, come on, man. Come on. Of course, 15. We're trusting you on this one. There's no worries on this.
It's nice.
What you got next? We need to do this 6 times.
Oh, 6 times in total. Got it.
Oh yeah, 6 times total. So we're gonna get 6 ability scores.
All right. Let's take that one away. So,
What'd you get?
15 again.
15 again. I love it. Let's do it. I don't need to see it. No, I'm good.
Hey,
I'm
man.
good, man. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. All right, there we go. It's 14.
14. Got it.
Take the 2 away. That is 13.
13. Okay.
Take the 1 away. Oh, nice little low number. That's an 8.
Okay. Hey, there we go. Now we got a dump stat. All right. And one more.
You say even if they're the same.
Yeah.
11.
11. That's nice. That's a nice simple build. 10 is like a commoner, like a regular person out there. So you've got 5 scores technically that are above average, and 1 score that's below average. And we can call that your dump stat, like the one thing that you don't think Nala's too good at anymore.
You know, I respect it. I am old, so.
Oh, you're not.
Shut up. I've been around for a long time, man. I gotta have something. I'm not that good.
I know how old you are. You don't get to say that to me.
But Nala's old. She's very old.
Nala's old. That's fine. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna allocate these numbers into your 6 ability scores, which are strength, dexterity, constitution. Those are your 3 physicals. Strength, dexterity, constitution, and then your three mentals: intelligence, wisdom, charisma. And you are an intelligence-based caster, so that's probably going to be one of your 15s that you want in there.
Without question, yes.
Yep. So that's a 15. As a Dragonborn, you get an automatic +2 to any strength score that you have, and a +1 to a charisma score that you have. So you're going to get that as well. So let's figure out that. So one of our 15s is gone into intelligence, which gives you a +2 modifier. And okay, so let's figure out where the rest of these are going to go. Where do you want your other 15 to go? What is the other thing that Nala is good at?
She's very charismatic.
Okay, so that's a 15, which will be a +1 to go to a 16. Every even number that you go in D&D for your ability scores, every even number of your ability score is an extra 1 modifier. And the modifiers basically control a lot of different things on this. So that means you're going to have a +3 to your charisma. Very nice. Okay, the next one is the 14. Where's the 14 going to go? We have strength, dexterity, and constitution.
Well, I know I want her dump stat to be in dexterity because she's kind of old. She can't move too much.
That's fantastic. 8 is dexterity, -1.
And let's put the
Fantastic.
14 in wisdom.
14 in wisdom. She's smart. She's smart. That's another +2. All right. We need to have her 13 and her 11. One goes in strength and the other goes in dexterity. I'm sorry. One goes in strength and one goes in constitution.
Okay, so you said 13 and 11. So let's put the 13 in strength and the 11 in constitution.
You got it. She's not going to have a lot of hit points, but that's okay. Wizards are low.
She gonna stay back.
Wizards are low on hit points anyway as it goes. So that's fine. And so 0, -1, and 1. Cool. She's only going to have 6 hit points to get started with, as they have a d6 for their hit points, but that's okay. Okay. 5 more minutes to get in on the Croc and Dice giveaway. If you're not involved right now, go on and get your butts in there. Hey, thank you, Fortnite Chaos Creator, for the raid. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming by. Appreciate. Let's figure out your... So you don't have any armor that you can have. So your armor, ooh, you're going to be squishy. You are going to be squishy. But that's okay. You can get spells that'll boost your armor class a little bit later. You're going to have an armor class of 9. That is very easy to hit. So you're really going to want to stay back and make sure that you are not in the fray. But that's okay because, you know, wizards are great, you know, damage dealing classes, but they're also great support classes, utility classes that they're pulling back and they're basically on that. They're on the support field basically on that. So, and that chromatic orb has like a 90-foot range. So you can stand way back and be like, you right there. Bing! And then from a very, very far away. Yeah, Orchid Blossom says, yeah, Nala made it to 79 years old with only 6-8 hit points. That's impressive. Hey, that charlatan feature, she got out of dodge when she needed to. That's kind of how it goes. All right, so, we're also going to give you a cool Dragonborn. We're going to give you some Dragonborn features. We haven't given you your Dragonborn features. Let's do that. Okay, so forgot to give you your Dragonborn stuff. Dragonborn features, race traits. Okay, so first of all, you can read and write in both Common and Draconic. So those are your languages that you know. So you know the Common tongue as well as Draconic, which is cool. So you can speak to dragons and other things. And then also green. So you get 2 things. 1, you have resistance to poison damage because you are a poison dragon. So you have that. So if you get hit with poison damage, it deals half damage to you because you have resistance.
So poison is still effective. It's just not as effective.
And then you literally have a breath weapon as a Dragonborn. You can go, and you can do this once per nap, basically.
Per nap?
Per nap or per day. You can do what's called a short or a long rest. Short rest means about an hour. You take a nap, you're fine. Long rest is like a full 8-hour sleep. So you can do it once per short rest or long rest is what they say. Now, the way that this works is that you're going to get a 15-foot cone. That's like the Burning Hands is a 15-foot cone. So what you can do is just go roar, and it's this poison mist comes out of you, and they try to resist it, or they're going to take 2d6 poison damage on a failed save, and half as much damage on a successful save. So even if they resist it, they're still taking damage. And then as you get stronger, it'll be 3d6 and 4d6, and you'll have all that good stuff. So fun stuff there.
I like it.
And you got a dagger, too. So let's give you a dagger to hit. That'll be a plus off of your strength. +3 to hit. 1d4 plus 1 piercing damage. Okay. You also have Booming Blade, which does a 1d8 thunder damage after they move, on a move. Thunder! And then Chromatic Orb, which is a good one, is, I think it's 3d8. Chromatic orb is
so
3.
much damage.
You have some damage dealer kind of stuff. Oh, and wait till I tell you about magic missile, because that's gonna be fun. Because you got magic missile, and I mean that is just one of the best ones ever. You'll love it. It's 3d8 damage. It's 3d8 damage of acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder. You choose it whenever it happens, basically. Now you got to hit them, but it's based off of your intelligence, which is pretty good. So +5. No, I'm sorry, +4 to hit. +4 to hit, and then you do 3d8 elemental damage. Acid, cold, fire, poison, lightning, or thunder. Bringing both the lightning or the thunder. And then magic missile. Here's how magic missile works. 120 feet. It's huge. 100, or actually, I think it's 100. Wait, is it 100? Is it 150 feet? I think it's 150.
It's far.
It's far. It's far. It's 120 feet. It's 120 feet. You put your finger out. 3 darts. Magic darts. Just go. Boom. You can tell them to go to one target or multiple targets. They auto hit. They auto hit. You don't roll. It just auto hits.
So they don't miss.
They never miss. It's called a magic missile. And it deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage per dart.
Huh.
Auto hits. Auto hits. And you can upcast it with different with higher level spells. You get an additional dart every single time you cast it up. And you can literally just take them out. 3 darts.
So the higher level magic missile will just continuously add darts.
Yep.
Okay.
And it just auto hits. You don't even roll. So they don't have to resist it. You don't have to roll to hit. It just auto hits. So it's an automatic. It's an easy knowledge that you know it's going to hit. Magic missile. Oh, did I add the +2 to the strength score? I might have missed that. No, I didn't. Thank you, DC. Appreciate that. I missed that. Womp womp. Your strength score isn't 13, it's 15. You have a +2, my man.
So I have 3 15s.
You have 2 15s and a 16. Because that charisma was a 16.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. So that's a 4. And there we go. Yep, I screwed up on that one. My bad. Thank you, DC. Thank you. I messed up. Okay, well, it's just going to be good because you're going to be a blade singer wizard, so you're going to be a blade. And so you're going to be once you get in there and actually can get in there, you're going to be blade singing it, which is going to be a lot of fun. Blade singer wizards are a lot of fun. No, 12 DC with a +4 to hit. Yeah, you got some good stuff on here. You're definitely here to. You're basically here to grandma this party, and I'm all for it. I gotta start checking off the bucket list. You know. That's right.
I really have to.
Arcana is a 2. Strength is a 2. Deception is a 5. To lie to people. Smartsy history. You have a +4. Hey, you've been around for a long time. Of course you know your history. Of course you do.
I hope so. Yeah.
Intimidation +3. Investigation +4. Medicine +2. Nature +2. Perception +2. Give you a passive of 12. Charisma +3 for performance. 3 for persuasion. 2 for religion. Sleight of hand +1. Dex stealth -1. You are not quiet. And
nope.
Survival +2. All right. Yeah, that's it. All right. It is top of the hour now. 3 minutes past. It is time to give away some dice. Top of the hour. Gonna give away some dice for Kraken Dice. All right, here we go. We gonna give it away now. Here we go. Manage it. And let's draw an entry. Here we go. There's 13 people in the entry.
Manifest your luck, chat. Let's go.
N3 Othello. Neothello. If you are in chat, please speak up. Please speak up, because if you are, you need to be speaking up in chat. And if you do, we will give you some thing. Yeah, Othello. Gotta
My
love
boy
it.
Neo,
Hey!
what's up, dude?
Just came back. Hey! Neothello, you just won
Congrats,
yourself
dude.
a full set of Croc and Dice from Croc and Dice. Hang around. I will be getting you a whisper in Twitch DMs, and I will be getting you. I'm going to do that right now.
He's a good lad.
Good
Really
lad.
good lad.
I like his otter profile. It looks good. Let's do a new one. And 3, Othello. Got you. All right. All right, cool. So that's on my thing now, so I'm not going to forget that now. Boom. Done. Congratulations. Yay! Thank you, everybody, for entering the chat and entering the giveaway. And thank you to Croc and Dice for allowing us to give away some wonderful stuff.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's really cool.
It is neat. All right, cool. Done. Close that down. Okay. So we've got basically this idea of who this character is. Now we're going to spend the next 15 minutes or so really exploring where Nala came from, what Nala's been doing, why Nala has been doing all the things that Nala's been doing, and let's see if we can inject a little bit of fun into her character and figure out exactly where she came from and what this all was. So you tell me this, Slap. Why did Nala become a charlatan? What choice did she make in life that led her down the path of becoming, this dragonborn, this very tall dragonborn with a deck of marked cards? What drove them to this life?
Well, you see, she didn't always have that going for her. Mm-hmm. So I like to think that she made a couple of risky decisions with her money starting off, which turned her into the charlatans, what drew her towards that way of life. So,
okay,
I want to believe that she had to learn how to make money and fend for herself because nothing she was doing was panning out for her.
Okay, love it.
Because when I think about the character, I think about maybe she meandered into town, didn't really have a place to be, but she might have been an outcast being a dragonborn wherever she's at.
Sure.
We don't know if she's got a lot of dragons around. We don't know what she's doing. We don't know who's keeping company. Mm-hmm. But she's really tall.
She is.
I'm saying she's beautiful. I don't care. She's beautiful.
I think we all agree. She's
really tall, really slender, beautiful,
she's a
dragonborn woman.
She's a looker.
Right?
Indeed.
And she figured she could use that to her advantage as a charlatan, turning tricks with marked cards to make some money.
Making some money.
She became very good at that.
Yeah. So basically, on the street, just kind of going, on the street, just going like, all right, find the king, find the queen, find the lady. Come on. 10 will get you 20, 20 get you 50. Come on, let's go. Where you got it?
Telling you, she had to make money with the marked cards. So that was her gambit.
Cards. And indeed.
It was the marked cards. That was her gambit. She was able to really spin a tale.
It's interesting that she did that with her cards because they were definitely marked cards because she's got low dexterity but a very high charisma. So what do you think was like the part of her scheme? Because she wasn't fast. Or maybe she was fast and now she's not fast any longer.
Maybe, no. But you see, that's the trick. Being the looker, having the charisma that she does, being able to deceive folks as she does, she keeps their eyes off the game and on her.
Ooh.
So her dexterity doesn't really matter when they're very, very distracted by her.
Kept the victims looking at her and listening to her words, her honeyed words, instead of
nice little silver tongue that she is.
Oh, yes, indeed. A little bit of venom on the tongue, a little bit of poison. Instead of watching her cards. Nice. All right, it was charisma versus dexterity. I like it.
She had to play her strengths.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. All right, cool. But she's older now, so I'm assuming that she got out of the game. What made her get out of the game?
Let's see. I want to believe that she actually found a place in a town with young adventurers. That she sort of does this grandma thing to these adventurers. And that was an idea that you came up with, where she's kind of like the nanny of the party, right?
Nanny Nala.
So this is what she does. She helps young adventurers get their start, to hope that they don't end up the way that she did with her poor financial decisions.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Loved the idea.
And she uses all of the things that she learned as a charlatan to push them in the right direction.
Love that idea. That's so wholesome. I love this idea. I love this.
Yeah,
character.
she got too old. She couldn't keep it up. It was dangerous.
Yes, that's great. Love the idea of helping out adventurers and steering them towards greatness.
If there was a dragon-born big brother, big sister situation, she found it. That's what she's doing.
And not down the path down the path she made. She down the path that she went down, the path she traversed.
She was good at it.
She was
good at it.
She runs a big brother big sister program. I love it. Program in town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the idea of a time-worn, aged adventurer with a lot of experience who not necessarily is able to do it themselves, but can definitely impart the knowledge.
A time-worn adventure.
What made her want to go on this adventure for herself is that she has realized she is up there in age, and she's not tired of helping, but she wants to join in on one herself. Maybe she meets a scrappy young adventurer that makes her realize maybe she's got one
if I don't go along with this adventurer, they're gonna die. I'm gonna have to grab my spell book, and I'm just gonna have to go along with the crew on this one.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
An absolute klutz that just refuses to listen to old Nala.
One last hurrah for Nanny Nala. Yeah, that's what Nathella says in chat. That's great.
That's the title of her epitaph.
Not the quickest or not the quickest or quietest wizard, but her heart's in the right place. And yeah, I love it. Oh, this is so wholesome. I love her so much. She's great. Okay. Let's talk about her spell book. She's had a lot of years on her. So when she started actually realizing that she was intelligent enough to actually do magic, what was the thing that kind of turned her towards the idea of book learning and actually like going towards magic? What was so appealing about magic to her?
Well, she learned that the more you knew, the harder it was for folks to get one over on you. Because this is something that she learned the hard way by being a charlatan. Mm-hmm. So she, in tandem, learned that the more she read, the more she understood the world around her and her aptitude for magic, the more likely she could keep her safety at the forefront. And so she learned how to harness her abilities
and how well you can keep others safe. Yeah.
Yeah, she learned how to do it, to harness those abilities as a defense mechanism.
Yeah. Safe. That's great. Love it.
And magic fit the profile because she, like I said, is older.
Yeah.
And is weaker.
Mm-hmm. So there's only so much you can do with a sword and a shield, but and there's only so many things that you can say to people, but you can't talk down a rampaging orc.
No.
You gotta hit him with something.
But you can whisper cunning nothings into its mind.
Yes, you can, especially with some magic. That'll speak some messages on that. Oh, I'd love to think that she learned that message technique from somebody else that was like messing with her. She's like, and all of a sudden she's working the cards. She's working the cards, and all of a sudden she hears in her mind, "I see what you're doing." What?
Ooh,
what?
That's really good.
Oh,
that's really good.
How did they do that?
And she plays that gentleman or mistress, for a chance to learn what it is that they know.
Because she does have a false identity. She does have a false identity. I would like to think that basically would be, it could be, who the card shark basically, or it could have been like some high and mighty noble that she acted like, or and all the papers and stuff like that. So you would get to create all of these different names and ideas and stuff like that.
Maybe it was a noble that she cheated, that employed the dude.
Okay.
That caught her in the act.
That
this person could have been maybe like a private eye of some variety in this world.
Yeah.
And he or they or she was hired to investigate old Nala.
A noble that she impersonated, and their help was the one she learned how to message people telepathically. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's getting so juicy. It's
very
so great.
Necessary skill.
Yeah. She has a particular set of skills.
I could see her using this on the battlefield too.
Oh yeah.
To whisper stratagems to her party members.
Yeah. Yeah, like somebody like from really far away, this big old tentacle monster has something like wrapped up, and all this time, and then like the big barbarian or the fighter is like that, and then there's just like suddenly the barbarian in their mind just hears Grandma Nala just going like, "I need you to duck, sweetie," and then it's just a thing just comes flying out of nowhere like that.
I love the idea of a flying familiar having
yes!
you on the battlefield.
Yes. Otter with wings. Let's go.
And then she just relays that information to her party.
Yep. And then the barbarian could like communicate back to you on the field, like
from the front. Exactly.
Aim for the neck. One of those things. And then like boom.
Yeah, I like it. I
love it.
The idea that she's not on the front. She's in the back line, supportive.
Right.
Type of individual.
She's eyeing things out. She's like, all right, I see that ledge up there. That's where we can get to. You guys need to get over there. What do you think was what do you think is one of her little perks, or one of her little idiosyncrasies that is completely grandma like, but is certainly not helpful on the battlefield?
So oh man, I'm trying to think of things like my grandmother used to do.
Sure, of course, yeah. Related from real life. That's one of the best things we can do when we pull from improv. When we pull from real life, it has more substance and it has more fluidity.
So I actually picked it up from her. My grandmother used to always flick her nose or run her nose or her hand down her face. And she only ever did it if you said something that was, for lack of better terms, ridiculous, silly, or just wasn't smart. You didn't put any thought into it. So I like to think that Nala does a lot of face palm dragging over her snout.
And over her snout, right, yeah.
Just to I cannot believe that just came out of your mouth.
Yep.
And then just very much with the very sassy head to forward flick that's just with her hand, like, okay, we got to do it this way. She's quirky. She's old, but she's quirky.
So she doesn't stand for
let's say she's a huge proponent of the KISS method. She likes to keep it simple, stupid.
Okay, yes.
That's really what she's all about.
All right.
It's like, don't overcomplicate things if they don't need to be.
KISS, keep it simple, stupid. I think her bonds are to the young people. Her ideals are for simplicity and for effectiveness. Efficiency, effectiveness, and efficiency. If I can spell, there we go. And what do you think is one? You know what? Let's do this here. Let's do this. I'm going to have you roll on this one here.
Okay.
We're going to give you a flaw. I love giving characters flaws.
Okay, what's my flaw?
I love doing flaws, because the thing with flaws is that I think a lot of people I've known will look at a flaw and go, well, I'm just not going to do that. And I'm like, no, flaws are wonderful. Flaws are great character ideas. So let's do this. Roll me a d6.
Really?
Roll me a
Okay.
d6.
3.
Oh shoot.
Is it
Okay.
ironic? I need
Well,
it to be
okay.
ironic.
All of these are rolled off of the background. So this is that one. So if you rolled a 1 for the flaw for the charlatan, the 1 is I can't resist a pretty face.
Oh, okay.
Two, number 2 is I'm always in debt. I spend my ill-gotten gains on decadent luxuries faster than I bring them in. 3, this is the one you got. I'm convinced that no one could ever fool me the way I fool others.
Ooh.
Oh, baby.
Oh,
What
so
a
she's
beautiful flaw.
She's so full of herself. I love it. She is the best. Okay.
What a great flaw. So like she has this thing where just like, no, don't worry. I'm going to deceive them. Don't worry. I'm going to use my silver tongue. I've been doing this for decades, sweetie. Don't worry. I've got this.
Being that confident.
That confident. Her. And then somebody and you don't see the train coming at you basically because you're like, I've got this. I've been doing this for years.
Oh God.
Nails you. Oh, I love it. That's great. I love flaws. Flaws are wonderful things. Then. That's great.
That's a great flaw. That is a great flaw.
Let's do a couple more questions here, and then we're gonna take a break and come back, and we're gonna see Nala in action. But let's do this in a little bit. What does her spell book look like? Is it very nice and neat and tidy? You said she's all about efficiency, and you definitely like that grimoire idea. I know when we first talked about it, but what is it about her that she really, really likes?
So the thing that makes her grimoire interesting to me is the notes that she keeps in the index and on the borders inside the book and along the spine, because of all of her experiences here, there, and everywhere she's been, she's had to take notes. So I like to think that in her grimoire, it's not just spells, but little things that she's written down to remember. And alongside those spells, she might have written down situations in which those spells might have been useful.
I remember back in Art 30, this was a good one. We had a fun time.
Exactly.
Alongside our bits of history. Yeah, our bits of history for the use of those spells. I love that. That's so great. You know what? Let's give you one more fun thing. I want you to roll me another D100. We're going to give you a fun magic item to get started with in this game.
You got it. That is 99.
Are you kidding me?
I kid you not.
You've rolled a 100 and a 99. The 100 was off stream, I know, but there's that. So here's what you've acquired. Here's what you've acquired. This is from the Griffin Saddlebag. I'm not going to be telling you about this. One of the biggest things that you got, and let's see here. I'm going to say low it was because of the charlatan. High it was because of the adventurers. Roll me low, high.
Okay.
Roll me low, high.
High.
Okay. About 10 years ago, while you were, you had been getting started. You weren't getting started, but you had been doing the helping the adventurers thing out for a while. One scrappy young gal out there was very, really saw you as this, the mother that she never had, and really, really took it to really love a lot of the things that you were doing and a lot of the things that Nala was preaching. Knew that Nala had all the best intentions in mind, and just was really taken with Nala. She went out there into the world. She delved into some dungeons and she met some good people. She actually met her husband as one of the wonderful adventurers that was also out there on the crew. Fell in love and just met this person and realized, about a few years later, like, I wouldn't be anywhere I was if Nala hadn't basically been the one to show me the way, put me on this path, meet this person, steer me toward the good side. And so she and her husband went out, dived into a dungeon, and found this really, really great item and brought it back, she was a couple years older. You'd almost forgot about her, but you're like, oh, sweetie, you're back. She comes back and she gives you this, what looks like a backpack, but it's got some fur on it. And what looks like maybe some eyes that are, maybe they're stitched on, and you poke them and they're just stitched on. And then as you look at it and she's telling you about it, 2 of the eyes blink, even though they're stitched on. As you just got yourself a web grip rucksack. A web grip rucksack. Let me tell you a little bit about this thing. This is a really fun thing from the Griffin saddlebag. This is a wonderful thing. I saw this the other day and I was in love with it. If I can show you a picture of it. There it is, by the way.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
You can see it's got eyes on it.
Yeah, like little spider eyes. I'm with it.
But you see how the straps aren't actually coming together on the back?
Yes.
See how they come like that? They don't come together like this. So, the Web Grip Rucksack. Web Grip Rucksack. This spider skin bag is lined with a thin layer of adhesive web. Items stored inside the bag are held in place by the webbing, preventing stored items from clattering around or being removed without your knowledge.
So people can't steal from me. This is perfect. Okay.
Which is perfect for a charlatan and for sticky-fingered young adventurers. 100%. While you are wearing the bag, creatures other than you have disadvantage on sleight of hand checks to steal from the bag. So it's not that they can't steal; it's that they're at a disadvantage to do so.
Okay. So it's significantly harder to steal.
And the bag and its 8 straps adhere to the surface they are pressed against, such as your torso or the wall of a tavern. And if you're wearing the bag, you can gently remove the straps from your body as an action. Other creatures that attempt to wrench the bag from you as you're wearing it or from the wall, make any strength checks to do so with disadvantage. The bag can hold up to 8 cubic feet or 80 pounds of material. The spider skin is pliable, stretches easily, allowing the bag to shrink and grow to accommodate the objects placed inside to some degree. Even though the eyes adorning the bag are lifeless and unmoving, they still blink on rare occasions. So there you go with your web grip rucksack. Rolling high on the magic item list here.
That's really, it sounds really fun all the same. Especially the part that they don't clank around, which means I could potentially put,
volatile substances and stuff like that. Yeah.
Exactly in there.
Yeah, exactly. But the idea is that you put it in there and you talk about being organized. Like I put that there and that there and that there and that there.
Yep.
And that there.
That's really nice.
That is really. Yeah.
Very good for our nanny.
Yeah, and it doesn't need to be like attuned like a lot of magic items need to. So you can give this to somebody else and they can wear it on the team, but also you can have it yourself. So this is a lot of really great stuff here. This is a really fun thing. So rolling really nice and high on that one. Okay, it is time to take Nala for a spin. So we're going to take a small break here, and we are going to put Slap through a mini one-on-one adventure with Nala. And we're going to see where Nala goes. We're going to see what Nala does, and we're going to see how Nala lives her life, being able to go into all of this. We're also going to take a bathroom break and a snack break. Please, by the way, hashtag Bards. Go check out what's happening at thebardbook.com. Check out what's happening with Slap at !guest and !Lucas for me. You can find out what's going on. I'm raising Twitch followers right now, and then once I hit 1,000, I'm going to be playing Undertale for the very first time as one of my characters from this game Warframe that I'm in. And
really?
And Tal Rhaegar is going to play Undertale. I've never played Undertale before. That's
oh my god, is it going to be a genocide run?
I don't know what that means. I've never played the game before, man.
Oh god.
Tal Rhaegar is going to play it in character. That's going to be a really fun thing.
Are you going in full blind and just know?
Full blind. Oh
my god.
And I'm going to do it when I hit 1,000 followers on Twitch. So that's going to be a thing.
That's really cool.
Anyway, we're going to take a small break. We're going to come back in about 10. And we're going to see how Nanny Nala handles the D&D adventuring side. So stick around. We'll be back. All right. And we're back. Oh, baby. So let's change up the music a little bit on this one here. Let's get some epic music in here as we come back. We're going to be going through little music here. The smell below this obvious abandoned cave system is a pungent bit of brimstone. There was a long abandoned mine in this area with some pockets around some geothermal energy. Nala, you remember this. This is one of the reasons that they started to mine from this. The heat from this area was starting to allow these dwarves to come inside and start to mine this area for precious metals and a few gemstones that they did find. As you and your companion, Gilther, the battle axe carrying dwarf, who you were able to convince to come over and to allow you to basically travel with him and come along on this excursion to find this what had caused the dwarven miners in this area to flee from this area as they were hopefully trying to find some veins of emerald in this area. This Gilther was around your was in your town and told you that and he told everybody at the bar while he was drunk on ale that it's gonna be an easy score, then. I'm gonna be over there and get some clout with me clan. But should be an easy one. I wish you could go with me, but it's only for dwarves. And that was your ticket to go. Oh, really? Only for dwarves? This guy's gonna die without me, and at the same time, that's a pretty good score for emeralds. I could put that to some pretty darn good use. So, as that has happened a couple of days ago, and you've convinced Gilther that a lady of your renown and your abilities could be beneficial to his cause, you and Gilther have traversed now about 40 feet into this cavern. He looks over at you in the darkness and goes, "Oi, little lady, you gonna be all right in there? I can see in the dark. That's what dwarves do. But as far as I understand it, your kind has a little bit of trouble in the low light, then, right?"
But we know that Nala can, cast her own light, right?
Is that what Nala does?
That is what she does.
So Nala kind of opens up and doesn't answer Gilther at all. Just opens up her hand, and a small bit of torchlight seems to come over there. You can cast it on something. What do you choose to cast it on? You can cast it on an object. You can even cast it on anything that you can touch, which you do have some options.
I want to be funny with this because the dwarf sounds like he's being a little bit of a smartass. So we're gonna cast the light on his helmet. I want to touch his head and make his head glow. He's
gonna make a dexterity save to see if he can avoid this. And a natural 5 says he cannot avoid it. Oi, what you do? Hey, oh. Oh, okay, so I'm your light then. All right, well, okay then.
He gets it.
All right, it's all right. Well, can you snuff this out if we need to then, miss?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well then, ladies first.
Oh, he's that kind of smartass.
I mean, well, if it would be, I could say age before beauty, but I think ladies first might be the appropriate term.
I think we are the most beautiful thing in this mine at the moment, Mr. Dwarf.
I will.
So you lead the way?
By your leave, madam. And he starts to go down this path. I want both of you to make stealth checks as you guys go along here, as you guys are trying to traverse this area. Okay.
What is this?
So I want you to roll a d20 and add your
Okay.
stealth modifier, which should be a -1, as Nala is not good on that.
Okay. Oh God, she is not doing well. She rolled a 3, so it's a 2.
So
right?
it's a 2. So as you're going along there, you just basically the claws of your foot are.
Yeah, we're not quiet. She click clacking.
He's a bit quieter, but not as much. So Gilther in the lead kind of goes around, and you guys start to make your way through the winding mine and all of this there. As you guys come across this kind of T cross section, intersection, you have a choice to go left or right, and it looks like this area there's some doused torches on the wall and some wall sconces over here, but it's tall enough that you don't even it's even tall enough for you to be in here, which is odd because again you're 6.5 feet tall. And this is a dwarving mining area. So this is a fairly well patterned area there. You don't have to stoop to load actually to walk through this. There are the light being able to show that there is some castings of some residue on the ground, but this looks like a service area that you actually could go down this area. Gilther looks over his shoulder at you and goes, "Well, we've got 2 choices to make here."
Is it possible we can get some light on the doused sconces? As you said, there were some.
Yes, absolutely. So you can definitely you pull out a tinderbox out of the web grip rucksack, and you just basically kind of shink. Oh, like, oh yeah, that's where I put that. And then you just basically kind of light a tinderbox to like a little, like a little flint flint and you light some.
Like some torches.
Get some torches.
I just want to see if I can see anything down the left or right before we're like, hey, we're going that way.
Okay. So which side do you want to look down?
Let's look down the left.
Okay. Make me a perception check if you would, please. Roll d20. Add your perception modifier.
Perception is what, 2?
Yeah.
Okay. So I rolled an 18, and with the modifier is a 2, so 20.
That's a dirty 20 right there. All right. Nice. So that is a 20. As you look down the left side, you see some gouges in the with the torchlight now, and the light from Gilther's helmet giving off some light. You do see some gouges along the stone floor itself. Unnatural in the way of this the way that this would be. They're about 30 feet ahead of you. As the left side tunnel starts to kind of curve just slightly to the around to the right, as it kind of curves to the right, you can see about 40 feet ahead of you, and about 30 feet ahead of you, you see those kind of gouges on the floor.
So a ways in there then. Okay.
Yeah, you turn to your right, and you actually see about 30 feet away. You do see a rock slide kind of thing that actually seems like there's some rubble over on the right side, but the left side seems to kind of go along that way a little bit further.
Okay, so we're gonna go down the left.
All right, so you're gonna go down the left.
We're gonna proceed down the left.
So as you make mention of this information to Gilther, he kind of goes, "Oh, all right," and it's and he leans down and looks at the gouges that you mentioned, and okay, puts his hands through the this, and as he's a dwarf and he has stone cunning, he actually has advantage on any checks to deal with stone. And he as he runs his hands through there, he goes, yeah, this ain't right. Should be carts that should be coming through here, and this is these look like claw marks, maybe. Sometimes there's claws that come through these areas, but creatures usually don't go this deep. It's unsettling.
Do we have any knowledge on the area and maybe creatures that could have been here?
Roll me a history check if you want to see if you can remember what that would be.
Okay.
All right.
And history is intelligence.
Has history? Well, you also have your proficiency with it with history, so I think you have a +4.
It's +4, so this is a 19.
A 19 total?
Yeah.
Near the forest area here, but also going down in the mines, there are plenty of creatures out there that could have claw marks that would be that kind of size, but they're not native to that area. What might be into that area also might be some larger constructed weapons, which would be able to gouge that kind of thing, but not claw marks. You don't think? But there could be a number of intelligent creatures that would make their way into the mines. Kobolds. You've got any kind of dark denizens of the deep. There's a number of creatures that could be in that kind of area.
Okay.
So as you guys are
Awesome. So we want to pass that. So we want to pass that information on to Gilther then.
So Gilther,
That there's a good chance that what made those gouges, for one, isn't an animal, but something that is a creature and not native to the area. We want to get his pea brain a little prepared for what we might run into.
So as you school this dwarf on the actual way of, no, that wasn't a claw. Actually, it was a constructed weapon. Actually, as you school him,
I'm actually the dwarf.
You do actually see that this dwarf just kind of, as he shared that knowledge with you first, and then you kind of go, actually, this is the way that it goes. You see him slowly kind of start to deflate just a little bit more and more, and he's kind of like, right, that would have been my second guess then. Let us proceed then. You definitely took the wind out of his sails on that one. So, as you guys are moving through this one, you keep moving through there, click clack, with Nala's claws on the.
Yeah, we're not quiet.
Not quiet. And as you guys go through here, you hang a right over there, and let's see here. As you get over, you keep on traveling another about 100 feet. As this tunnel goes to the right, and then it kind of straightens out a little bit, does a very sharp kind of lean, not a turn, but like it leans left a little bit, and the passages does start to get a little bit more narrower in height. You do find yourself stooping just a little bit, just you obviously. Gilther's fine, and as you see this, the light starts to kind of the light starts to create this sense that there's an opening coming up soon into a more kind of a broader kind of area, that the path is going to open up a little bit. As you see that, you're about 15 feet away, and you're starting to see this this opening to this larger area. You smell something in the air first. With your passive perception of 12, you actually pick up this smell. It's very kind of, you have a very sensitive kind of olfactory sense here. Mm-hmm. And you pick up on something, and as you pick up on it, you stop moving as you just smell this horrible sense of there's like a burning sensation, all mixed with like a wet dog smell. And Gilther keeps walking, and as he keeps walking, he notices that he gets kind of almost to the lip of it, like 5 feet away from as he's kind of entranced by it's opening up. But then he doesn't hear your click, click, click of your claws, and he turns around at 5 feet, like from the entrance. And he goes, "Oi, it opens up over here." That's about as far as he gets before, as this big old great club comes smashing into him from around the edge of that lip. He reactively senses something coming, puts up his shield. The shield clashes against this thing. He doesn't take damage. He actually is able to deflect the blow a little bit and goes, quick! Nora! Knowles! I need you to roll initiative really quickly for me.
Okay.
As a pair of gnolls, large, about 5'10", hairy kind of creatures of like a bipedal hyena of these things with weapons and hide armor. Both start coming off this. That wet dog smell now, apparently you know where that's coming from.
Yeah.
I need you to roll your d20 and add your initiative modifier.
17.
Ooh.
I rolled an 18 with an initiative of -1.
Damn! All right, nicely done. Gilther was not as quick. He rolled a. Hold on, he gets advantage. Nope, that's the natural 1 on the second run, so he's gonna take that. So he's gonna take a 10 on that one. The Gnolls are gonna go. Let's see here. The Gnolls are going to go. One of them is going to go first. So one Gnoll, then you, second Gnoll, then Gilther. He's at the bottom of the initiative on this one, unfortunately. So top of the initiative. It is your turn right now. You see the light from Gilther's helmet being up there. You see this this low lit kind of the face of this hairy, scraggy Gnoll coming up. He's got a short sword ready, and it looks like he's going after the first thing he sees, which is the dwarf. Hasn't noticed you yet as you're about 20 feet back. You're 20 feet away from both of these Gnolls. You can see both of them. What do you want to do?
You said 20 feet away. Okay, so first and foremost, I'd like to send a message to Gilther to tell him I see that dagger coming in his direction.
Got it.
And to the Gnoll that currently has Gilther's attention.
Yeah.
I want to cast Chromatic Orb.
Chromatic Orb. Okay, so you reach down into your you reach down to find your crystal, and your crystal is actually this side kind of crystal that you have. You bring that crystal up. You focus its energy. I need you to roll a d20 and add your spell attack bonus to see if you can hit this Gnoll. With your spell attack bonus should be a 4.
Okay.
All right. So it's your proficiency 2 plus your intelligence 2. So roll me a d20 plus 4. You're trying to hit a 13.
Okay, so we got a 15.
15 will hit. So you smash this energy. What kind of energy are you setting into this one?
Yeah, let's
use... Acid, cold, fire, poison, lightning, thunder.
I want to use lightning because you said there was a wet dog smell sign.
I did, yes.
The boy's wet.
So basically, this energy seems to kind of pulse out of you as this crackling blue energy seems to go all the way through the tunnel itself. It smashes into this Gnoll. Roll me 3d8 lightning damage, if you would, please.
Ooh. Okay. $17. 17
points of damage. Wow, that was good rolls. As you basically as Nala through her snout just kind of silly Gnoll fries this thing, just chars to a crisp and just collapses with a little and then falls
Beautiful.
down.
Beautiful.
That is your turn. You can move if you want. You can move up to 30 feet, or you can stay where you are. You can move back.
So we can move now, right?
If you want to, you can move up to 30 feet.
I want to move a little closer to Gilther here. Not on Gilther, but I want to get within 5 feet of Gilther.
All right, cool. So you can move behind him
if
basically.
I can.
Yes, he's got his shield out and his
Correct.
battle axe ready. He's ready. He's ready to defend. So there's that.
Okay.
Seeing what's happened to his friend. It is now the Gnoll's turn, and he looks to you now, sees you as the threat. The shield, from the dwarf seemed to basically do that. He's going to actually try to cross to you now, but the dwarf is going to throw up his shield in front of you, doing what's called a protection move on this one as he throws his shield. Like, "Oi, not here! Your fighters with me, you ugly little dog." So he's going to have disadvantage on his attack to try to hit you. And that's a 17 on the die and a 3. Thankfully, with that protection, a 6 will not hit your armor class. So thankfully, the Gnoll does not hit you. Gilther actually protects you in that move. That's the thing about getting close sometimes to the match when you have very low AC and low hit points.
Right.
That's okay. That's all right. Thankfully, Gilther was the one to actually protect you.
We were hoping that the message got through and he would turn.
He did. He actually did. He watched out for that one. The shield blocks the club and pushes it away, and it's now Gilther's turn. So as it now is Gilther's turn, he's like, "All right, let's see how you can do." And he has a bonus action. He goes into a rage, which means he's going to go for a reckless attack on this first one. as he swings his battle axe with one hand at advantage because he's going reckless. And a 17 on the die will definitely mean that he's going to hit. He's going to go for, let's see here. It's so it's D8, 5, plus 3, plus 2, 10 points of damage. That thing is wounded, but it is not down yet. As he basically cuts it right around the knee, this thing starts to great club in its hand. It actually puts the great club down on the ground, trying to steady itself. And yeah, I told you fight with me, you little mangy cur. And so it is now your turn again. What do you want to do?
We wanna. I'm close enough.
Yeah,
I am close enough. So we're gonna give Gilther that energy that he needs. So we're not going to outright finish the thing off. We're gonna use booming blade, right?
Booming blade. All right. So you take your dagger. So you're gonna take your dagger out, and you're basically gonna try to shunt a little bit of energy on this thing, and try to stab this thing.
Yeah, we want to keep this knoll in one place so Gilther can have his moment.
Good. Go ahead. All right. Go ahead and see if you do it. It's wounded. So you might kill it. Who knows? But roll me a d20. Add your to hit on this one, which I think is a 4 to hit, plus 4 to hit.
11.
It does not hit, unfortunately. Oh,
unfortunate.
13 was the thing that you're trying to hit on this one. It's got some armor on this one. It actually moves the club to one side, and the dagger glances off of it, the energy being lost within the attack itself. Anything else you want to do?
Unfortunate.
Anything else you want to do?
What are we able to do here?
If you move away, it's going to get a reaction to try to hit you because you're close enough that it's going to be able to hit you. But you can stay where you are. You can. Can
I breath attack?
That takes your action to do that, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately. But let's see here. Roll me a d20. Roll me a d20. Let's see if you're fast enough. Roll me a d20 minus 1.
13?
Unfortunately, not fast enough on that one. Sorry.
We're not fast enough.
If it was 15, I know you are Baymax. You are not fast. But as this Knoll, now it's the Knoll's turn, is going to try to basically take an attack on you. The shield comes back out from Gilther, trying to protect you one more time. And a natural 4 on the goddamn die. Oh, he's protecting you again. Oh my gosh, that Knoll cannot hit you. This is what it's like to have allies. You know what I'm saying? As he goes in,
the man.
That's right. All right. So it goes after him, and with a natural 20 on the die, reckless attack, Gilther chops this. Gilther basically does this thing in a rage. He basically leaps up, grabs the top handle of the great club that's stuck into the ground that the Knoll is leaning on right now, leans up and takes his battle axe and cleaves this thing's head off in one clean swipe. And you guys are out of initiative order as you guys are looking around here. And as you guys look around here in this space, in this open area, you see a campfire with some roasting meat on a spit. You did smell a burning smell on the other side there. And you see about 3 other tunnels. And as you spy those 3 other tunnels, and Gilther comes out of his rage and is like, all right, what's next here? You hear down several of the tunnels echoing.
More Knolls.
And that's where we're going to end things with you and Gilther in that tunnel there.
Oh, boy.
That was fun, man. How'd you? That's Nala. Taking Nala for a spin. Keeping Nala alive. You want to keep Nala maybe on the backfield, though. But that chromatic orb, holy crap. Well done. That was good. He protected you. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. And those dice did
exactly what I wanted him to do.
You did exactly what you wanted him to do. Well done.
Exactly what I wanted him to do.
That was great. Well done. I love Nala. I think we all love Nala. Yeah. So there you go. There it is, guys.
We're gonna save that.
There it is. It is the top of the hour. We're gonna wrap things up here really quickly. Again, little housekeeping here for Gilding Light. You want to make sure that you tune in an hour at 1 p.m. Pacific time for a new episode of A Song in the Heart with DM Jonathan Cerna. Don't forget to head to same place here, twitch.tv/gildinglight on Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific time for a new episode of Poison Tulips. And learn more about exclamation point bards for the Battle of the Bards. Sirens Battle of the Bards is unlocking its critical bard stretch goal. They're gonna get their new one with Amy Vorpal writing an NPC, a location, and an item. That's all going to go into the new book. You can pledge to the Kickstarter at thebardbook.com, and also on a digital level, you can back it. Get the campaign and setting for Roll20, Shard, Fantasy Grounds, Foundry VVT or VTT, and you can get all that stuff happening over there. And please, everybody, let's hear it for Slap today, creating Grandma Nala. This was so much fun, man. Oh my gosh.
She's awesome.
She's amazing. I love everything about her.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that she
fun.
It doesn't matter that she has no armor class, she has no constitution, she's not quiet. It doesn't matter. She's an amazing character, and I think that's the great thing about all this thing. So that's really, really fun. So I want to thank everybody for coming by
man,
today.
she didn't make it this far in life.
Did not.
Being strong, okay?
Nope, she's smart. She's clever. That's where all of her stats lie. She's a very smart character, and I love it when you get to be able to have that kind of smartness and that kind of robustness within a character. Do I hear that Slap has a character from my adventure? I mean, possibility there, Diviniation. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, it is. They're a very, very fun character. But hopefully you guys picked up a little bit something from this today. Hopefully got a little something for your own campaigns, for your own thing as a player, for your own thing as a DM. Very, very thankful for Gilding Light for allowing us to host this kind of thing here. Go follow Slap if you're not doing it already. And go back the Bard book, because Gilding Light's been very good to us to allow us to have this platform to stream from and to tell stories from. So we're going to do this again next week. Special guest Keston Howard. Keston the Voice is going to be with us next week. And until that time, have a good weekend. Enjoy your time, and we will see you next episode of Character Creation. So bye-bye, everybody.